Hi, Gavin.
Hi, Rupa. How are you?
Yeah, good. Not feeling so good.
Oh, really? Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, got a bit sore throat.
Oh, man. Yeah, I had that for a few days.
Yeah, don't know. Season change.
Yeah. Also, when I flew to Texas and back, I
Mm.
think I got it when I was on the flight.
Oh,
Somebody,
really? Okay.
some people they cover their faces with a mask when they're on the flight because it's
Oh,
germs.
yeah, I know. Yeah.
So today, I want you to
Mm-hmm.
explain what
Yeah,
you.
but I didn't go. I didn't have that access, right, to go into the QuickBooks and see.
Yeah, so you should mention that to her that you need the
Uh-huh.
access. Like
Oh,
she will
okay.
ask you, what do you need from me? And then you tell her what you need from her, and also
Yeah.
tell her that that she can join in on any email conversations because you're going to copy her.
Yeah, yeah. And also I need Canva because she is the one doing it, right? The thing. So I
Yeah,
just want to see like where's the problem and if she and I can sit together,
yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure she'll be available. She'll make herself available for that.
Yeah. Because they are saying that it's an inbuilt function coming
Mhm.
with the QuickBooks.
Yeah,
They need to have that installed in their system.
gotcha.
See,
So they need to install it on their QuickBooks, right?
yeah.
Connected.
It comes inbuilt with the QuickBook application.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello. Hi, Kanda.
Hi.
Hi guys,
How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
doing
Yeah.
great. How are you? Is Mary joining us today?
I hope so. Yeah, she should be.
Hey.
Thanks for meeting with us a little earlier so that she could hopefully join.
No, not a problem.
She works in the office on Wednesday, but like it's crazy. And then other than that, she's working from home. So kind of depends what baby lets her do or not.
Oh,
Understandable.
hmm
Yeah, we have Uncle Adip joining us in a little bit.
I know. That's so exciting. Is this his first time becoming an uncle?
And I mean, he sounds so excited. It sounds like a first time.
Okay, that's what I thought too.
Hi guys, Mary's here.
Hey, Mary.
Hey y'all.
Hi, Mary.
Hi.
Hi.
Mama Mary is here.
Yeah. It's been my nickname since middle school. It's kind of funny. Now it's a reality.
Did anyone sing you the song Mary had a baby, pretty little baby?
Yeah. My coworker Elise used to sing that to me. So yeah, if I leave the call abruptly, it's just obviously because of Lil Sawyer. But right now he's just laying next to me with his pacifier, so we're good.
Totally understandable.
Cool.
So, what I wanted to cover today is what we've been doing in your sandbox. Kendra has been trained on it. However, we still are lacking some access which only Salesforce can enable on their end, and we are hoping it's just a conversation that we got to have with them, and they'll enable it. However, if they say it would cost us money, we have a plan B for that as well, and that requires to enable a different set of access for us.
Right.
You access your sandbox through a tool called Eclipse. So Eclipse is a tool that programmers use to connect to Salesforce via API. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's one way we can connect to Salesforce and then push everything that we've done in Sandbox to your production environment.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Hopefully they can just let you use the sandbox, and if not, let us know.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I will loop in on all the conversations I have. Rupa is also having conversations with your QuickBooks team.
The DB Sync team, which I sent you the email.
Yeah, I saw that. So did you see my screenshot back?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Explain that a little to me.
So when we initially set it up, we set it up so that since we were working and still are creating all of our accounts in QuickBooks, we wanted to make sure that the sync was happening from QuickBooks to Salesforce. But every time we would create a new account in Salesforce, we would have to check that box in order for it to sync into QuickBooks. But we've never actually even gotten to that point where we're leading an account down the pipeline and creating an opportunity and invoice, obviously, that we haven't used that feature, basically. So I don't even know if it works. That checkbox is, in theory, supposed to be the means of which Salesforce would sync to QuickBooks, basically.
Understood. So Kendra was asking me on the last call, why does Salesforce generate a QuickBooks ID when the account hasn't made a payment or hasn't the opportunity hasn't closed? It's still a pending opportunity, but QuickBooks generates an ID. So we posed that question to DB Sync, and their answer is every time you generate an invoice, QuickBooks generates a QuickBooks ID for that invoice. So in the mind of QuickBooks, that's an account receivable.
Okay.
Is that accurate? Were you guys under the same impression, or were you not aware that it was creating a QuickBooks ID when you generate an invoice?
I don't know. I guess I'm not quite sure. Does it matter if it creates an ID? It's just another means of searching for something?
Yeah, but it also creates an entry in QuickBooks. And I believe that's where Kendra was a little confused as to why are these people showing up on my QuickBooks as an account when they haven't paid for anything yet.
Yeah, and the answer to that was because as soon as I made them an opportunity, I was clicking sync with QuickBooks.
Mm-hmm.
And so that we know that feature worked. But we decided that the solution would be to not click that until they actually do put together their first order. Is that right?
Yeah, so...
Gotcha. Okay, because otherwise it's going to become duplicate, right? If you end up making...
Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Well, would it make it duplicate, or could we not just go into, in theory, turn them into an account on Salesforce, sync it to QuickBooks, and then they would have half their information in QuickBooks, and then we could start to edit it out or build it out with their payment info and start invoicing and such.
Yeah, so Rupa, feel free to chime in because I don't want to steal your thunder because this is your project. You've been working on this all week, so she has more information on this. What the email also stated is there's an update to QuickBooks button. So let's say down the line they had a change of address or the order change. They don't want those products anymore. They want a different set of tea. Once you add new products and you issue them a new quote, there's an update button. However, the update button doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work. Because if you have the QuickBooks application installed in your system application, so they are saying that you need to have web connector, so which comes in with the QuickBooks application. So
I have the web connector.
you do that. You often use that while doing.
It's supposed to be on auto sync every 60 minutes.
Oh, you do that.
Sure. They
So,
they were trying to troubleshoot your web connector and found that there wasn't a connection, so they were unable to troubleshoot it. So they said we might have to test that web connector to see if that connection is still active.
yeah.
I ran it after I got your email last night, and it went through just fine.
Okay.
So you check So you check the you went into the QuickBooks and also check the invoice and everything.
Did you compare the two?
Did you see any?
I did not compare. It's syncing fine, but it's still the payment, like the sales, still definitely do not match up. Like if I go into our dashboard currently, it says that we've done $109,000 in sales, and that's definitely not the case. We've done way more than that. So the connection is working, but I don't know where's the missing link in regards to data being translated.
So is it bi-directional, or like did you look at it? There's a small box beside the DB Sync 2. So did you check that box? So where it says the bi-directional?
Yeah, so I clicked the box on the left and then update selected, right?
Yeah. So in that case, so it will do the updates both side, right? In DB Sync and also in the QuickBooks.
Yeah, so it's supposed to, this web connector is supposed to do an update in both ends. I paid for a package that was, two DB syncs to Salesforce and vice versa. So it should do this both. And I'm running an update right now.
Okay. So did you see any difference, like if you have any updates, so it got updated or anything like that?
So I'll let you know once it's done. It's at 35%. Okay. Sandra, what's an account you recently added in the last couple days?
I just added DIY beer and wine yesterday.
Okay. So.
And I was just going to say, Mary, I've been running that every Friday manually, and I haven't noticed, like after I run it, I don't notice the sales changing or anything. However, what I did notice is that report that I ran, Gavin, that you guys helped me create, not seeing QuickBooks, that according to that report, there's 1,900 accounts not synced with QuickBooks. And I mean, they probably aren't all actual accounts, but as I went through, I like just barely started digging into it. As I went through and clicked all those accounts, it was changing the sales numbers. So I think that's what needs to be done to get the sales to match into QuickBooks.
Okay.
So the offer. So
I just wish there was an easier way to do it. I don't know if there is, than manually going through and syncing each of those accounts by hand.
Oh no. So I'm glad that you brought that up, because so Rupa, since she has already initiated this conversation, we can ask them for the next steps on how we would troubleshoot this this issue with your sales on QuickBooks and your sales in Salesforce not matching. We can bring up the 1,900 accounts not synced.
Okay, 19,000.
No,
1,900.
Oh, 1,900. Oh, okay.
Okay.
So
it was like 1,932 accounts or something like that.
Wow. Okay. Because I didn't see the QuickBook how like integration, so I have no idea.
But we don't work with that many accounts. So are you talking about? That's where I'm.
Well, that's what I mean. I don't think they're all actual. I don't know. That's just what the report like spit out. And then when I started the report is in our Salesforce now. And when I started going through it and like syncing accounts that I knew were accounts, the sales started going up.
So
Can
there's some active and some inactive accounts.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of dirty data.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
on the last call, I showed you a few duplication tools. One of them is dupe catcher. It'll catch any dupes before you create a new account. It'll catch it if there already is an email address associated with that account, for example.
Nice.
So
That's great.
you can have that installed. I mean, we can install it for you in your production environment. Would you like us to do that?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, like I just did a quick, so I ran the DB sync. The connection is accurate, which is something I worked really hard on in February before I left, was to make sure that that was up to date, because we had updated our QuickBooks, and so it wasn't communicating for a while, and so that's why things weren't adding up for a bit.
Okay.
And then and so I don't know if that's that missed gap of time from whenever it went haywire to when we updated is why we're missing so many opportunities translating. But now it should have been fine as of, I think it was actually even January. And still I run our sales and we've done, 354,000 and it's only showing 109.
Oh, okay.
On
By it,
Salesforce.
you mean Salesforce is only showing 109?
Yeah, exactly.
So, okay.
And I did, DIY exists as an account in Salesforce, but we don't have a closed opportunity yet. We haven't created that invoice, so that may not be the best example.
I was just looking at that.
Yeah, but what the DB Sync people said, that they checked the logs and everything, and they are saying that DB Sync is working fine. That's what they were saying. So.
Yeah, so where would all this data be if,
Yeah.
Lucky, Mary, you can look up Lucky Foo. That's another new account we just set up, and that's complete.
Okay, so Lucky.
FOO, Foo.
Yeah.
Can you show that screen to me? Like, is it possible or? Like?
I just realized I'm not even in if you guys are, I'm not even on the link.
Oh, okay. No problem.
Here, I can get in it. So Lucky Foo has an account all set up, and the opportunity is showing. So let me see if I can. I'm opening up Zoom right now.
Okay.
Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see.
So I don't want to hide this thing. Okay. How do I move this thing? So here's the account and then the opportunity. So on the 3rd of this month, and then if I go into Lucky Foo, this is the 3rd of this month.
So it got updated. Yeah.
So that one's working, but like.
But what about?
I didn't even see any. I'm not seeing any change in my dashboard still.
So
I don't know. Maybe it's just a dashboard thing.
Yeah, if you hit edit, let's say quarterly performance dashboard, right? So if you go to dashboards and try to hit edit, I can look at the filters for you.
All I see is, where's edit at?
So if you go into your dashboard.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. No, not that. That's the edit goal.
On the tab.
If you click on the dashboards tab next to in between reports and campaigns.
Yeah, right here on the top. Yeah.
Almost right next to it. Yeah. And the quarterly reports dashboard is what? So if you hit all dashboards to your left, all dashboards to your left. Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if it was the accounting dashboard that it's the accounting dashboard, I think. Account receivables outstanding.
Okay.
Data in this one.
Maybe this one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Yeah. 92. Okay.
Is this showing 360? Is that?
There seems to be a template. If you hit view report, garden coffee. Oh no, it's not a template. It's actual dashboard.
This is showing that there's only 219 records, and whoever this is pulling.
Okay, so if you hit the settings, the gear next to false and true, let's see what your.
Where is that? Say that again. Oh, here?
Yeah. No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. The filters are right next to. I mean, it's yeah. If you hit, let's try to hit the.
Oh, so let's see if we can show all of this fiscal year.
Yeah.
Current and previous. Current fiscal year.
See if the values change and hit apply. Can you match your QuickBooks numbers with this? It's 280,000 now.
289.18. So reports sales by. I have to eliminate Magento, which you guys probably know that, right?
Yeah.
So minus 325, 793.
Oh,
Yeah, it'd still be missing some.
Yeah. How much?
We're still short. Okay. I'm glad. So do we have your approval to use this demo to send to the tech department? Because I don't want if you don't want the sensitive data about your customers to go to the tech department, I can like scratch it out. And send it to
I don't care.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think that they're gonna steal my coffee shop tea business. So it looks like to me we'd be around 354,900 or so, or 355, and so 280. So we're still, what is that? We're still missing about 74,000 or so of opportunities.
Mm-hmm.
But that is better, and so I'm curious if it's been working. Maybe I can just I can change it in here to just this current quarter, right? Doesn't that have it here?
Yeah. Like one maybe. Where is it? You don't have one.
I thought it had it.
I thought you had it also.
Yeah.
Oh, there it was.
The range. Yeah. So I could do this current quarter.
Yeah.
And apply.
Yes.
And so that's saying 109. So let's just see if it's working this quarter. 274.
Still by about a whole 100,000.
Minus Magento.
How much is Magento? Okay.
153. 120,953. So it's still missing like 11,000 randomly.
Okay.
So that's the hardest part, is that it's so inconsistent. If it was consistently messing up in one way, then that would be an easy, needle to find in the haystack. But it's like, I don't know where it's missing.
Okay. I mean, now we know that it's missing. I mean, Salesforce is short by 11,000, so we can. That's a better comparison. So we can trouble.
Yeah, for this quarter at least. Who knows what last quarter was? But obviously, last quarter was missing that big differentiate, that more like 100 plus.
Right. Wow. So we can troubleshoot it on the Salesforce side and speak directly with their team, because they probably have this issue day in and day out. So they'll know what some of the common errors may be that we are making on our end, or what we are doing wrong. Maybe we are issuing.
What I'm curious about is the fact that we add new products all the time and we make new inventory, and that's where I'm curious is if those products are being synced correctly. Obviously, the opportunities are, but what if there's a product in there that's not being recognized and that's duplicated across however many things? We need to be able to add new products without thinking twice and know that will be received in Salesforce. So that could be a piece of it.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good point. Also, I noticed that in the quote feature that Salesforce has, there's a button called Sync the Quote.
Okay.
That may also be another reason why the data is not going from
back and forth.
Back and forth, because there isn't we're not using that sync button. Kendra, do you remember the sync button when we were training you on how to use quotes?
I remember it, but like we couldn't get it to click.
So, but still, Salesforce is short in the number of revenue on the Salesforce side. Correct?
Right.
So the problem is on the Salesforce side, not on the QuickBooks side.
Yes, definitely.
Good to know. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna clip this out from our webinar and send it to the tech department. I'll CC you on the email to DB Sync's tech department, and let's see where they would have us start troubleshooting this, because this is our first time dealing with DB Sync.
Yeah.
They know the product better than we do, and they'll be able to put us in the right direction as to where we should be looking at when troubleshooting the difference on the Salesforce side.
Yeah, definitely. And thanks for communicating with DB Sync. They can be challenging, so I appreciate that. We just went with the first possible application that would sync back and forth, and so it seemed great. But then since I've gotten more involved in the Salesforce community, I've heard some negative things about them. So thank you for taking that on.
Oh no, you're welcome. You're welcome. This is a good experience for Rupa as well, because we've not worked with web connectors and with anything that connects QuickBooks with Salesforce. So we appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
if you ever need to work remotely, like in the web connector through like my computer or something, we can always do that too, just so I don't know if that makes sense, but
if it is required, we'll let you know. If DB Sync says we need you to go in and verify some numbers, so we'll let you know.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
The next item on my list is Cirrus Insight. So I've also been researching why every time you work from Cirrus Insight, there's the sync to Salesforce there is a little off.
Yeah.
So the next step is for us to connect with their tech department, and I'll be CCing you with communications in regards to that as well, because we haven't figured out why every time you make a change through Cirrus, why isn't that task, or why isn't there a task generated on the Salesforce side?
Yeah, exactly. That's the dream.
Yeah.
Seems simple.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you don't have to log into Salesforce and if you can work through Cirrus, like why log into Salesforce unless you have to run a report?
Exactly.
So that's the next item. And
And
again,
what I saw, like they are saying in the webinars and all, that you need not have to go to Salesforce. You can do everything in the Cirrus Insight. That's what.
Yeah, exactly. I've watched those little cartoon videos.
Right.
They sell it really well.
Yeah, they were explaining very good stuff.
yeah, I mean, it sounds like the dream app, right? But
Right. Yeah, everything you can do.
but trying to troubleshoot it is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So that's next on our agenda. And then I sent you an email today about the phone conversation that we'll have directly with Salesforce. So if we can get Salesforce to enable those features without billing you, that would also be that would solve all our problems. And then everything that we built in Sandbox can be pushed to production.
Great.
Okay.
Well, that's all I had for you today. So just wanted to bring you up to speed. We've been training Kendra, and Kendra knows what our sandbox looks like. So when we do push those changes to production, she won't be disoriented. She'll be able to get up to speed, and then we're not going to leave her and just let her leave her high and dry after that. We are here to help her through every step of the way. So that's why we are creating.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are creating the Salesforce knowledge portal for her to refer back to, or her or anyone who needs.
Oh wow,
needs
me.
help. Yeah, exactly. So whenever someone needs help on converting a lead to an opportunity or adding products to an opportunity, they can go to the Salesforce knowledge portal within your Salesforce org and look at little clips, read the little articles that we create. So it's not going to be like canned articles by Salesforce. We're going to create it for you.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, I'm really excited about that because currently we're still kind of just CCing each other on activity that we're doing, and so it'll be really nice to just have Salesforce be that tool that can support us as a sales team rather than just as I was a sales solo. So it's different when you go from 1 to 2, and then it'll be easier to scale. Yeah,
I realized that Kendra didn't even have an account in the production org till we created an account, because I didn't realize that we were sharing one account.
Yeah, we're such itty bitty, you know.
So, and that might be a whole nother conversation, but when I log into Salesforce, my Salesforce has like nothing in it. Is that something like we'll have to go in and do the settings and all that good stuff?
Yeah, so Kendra, since she's a systems administrator, Mary was system administrator, so she has dashboards and everything set up in her homepage. So we had to do the same for you. So that's probably why you don't see the.
We can talk about that later down the road.
Yeah, that's probably why you don't see what Mary sees.
Yeah, my page was so sad compared to hers. I went and logged back into hers.
Okay.
I feel like mine's sad, so I can't imagine how barren yours is.
There's literally nothing.
Don't worry, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. Since it's not a time sensitive issue, we can put that after we fix QuickBooks.
Yeah, definitely.
Because anyway, that dashboard is not accurate. So let's let's make it accurate first.
Yeah, I would just be teasing you.
Sounds good. All right, guys. I need to head out because this is not usually my meeting time. I usually do it during the lunch break at noon. So
yeah, thank you. We can do that normally. I just have a webinar at noon at 10 o'clock our time, so we can stick to that every Tuesday. I can call in.
Sounds good. Sounds good. We'll keep you CC'd on all our communications with Cirrus Insight, QuickBooks, and update you on our phone call with Salesforce.
Perfect. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Have a good one.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.